Senator Gutierrez, you're recognized to speak on the bill.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I apologize for the inconvenience. I won't be long. I think it's incumbent on all of us to speak the truth when we get up here. Senator Blanco is absolutely correct. This is an unfunded mandate on our cities. Absolutely an unfunded mandate on our cities. And Senator Schwertner, I don't want murderers to be, I don't want them to be deported. I want them to go to prison. That's where I want murderers. I want them to go to prison. But mostly this is about telling the truth. You mentioned something like 1,000 homicides. Simply not true, Senator Schwertner. The CBP statistics nationwide, 29 convictions. 29 convictions from Homeland Security. I don't know where you're getting your data from, but it sounds like the fear tactics that we hear all on and on and on. 29 convictions last year. And if you want to say, well, charges are different than convictions. And I don't know if his statistics are conflating U.S. residents one way or another, but if you want to suggest that charges are different from convictions, the fact is year after year we've been in the single digits and the double digits, never in the thousands, never in the hundreds. The fact is that U.S. citizens commit more crime than migrants. And yes, we all want those migrants to go to prison first, Senator Schwertner, then deported. Prison first, then deported, if they commit those types of crimes. But we have to speak the truth when we get up here. We can't come out here and scare the world and say there was 1,000 of these cases last year, because it's simply not true. And I only have the federal statistics before me.
Senator Gutierrez, it's unparliamentary to impugn a member. So the motives of a member.
I'm simply stating the statistics, sir.
So if you would please proceed with that in mind, I would appreciate it.
Well, we're stating the statistics, and in this building, we must be truthful.
The statistics are, but to impugn a member, that is...
I don't know how I impugn the member, sir.
You impugn the motives of the senator. So if you would proceed with the facts, I would be greatly appreciated by the chair. Please proceed.
Well, Mr. President, the facts are right here in front of us. The fact is we do have, when I asked Senator Schwertner on how to define a criminal alien, I did not get an answer. The federal government defines criminal aliens as two types of two crimes committed. Felonies, misdemeanors, doesn't matter. If you have an illegal entry, that's one crime, and the subsequent illegal entry, that's a crime. So if someone wanted to come in for a job, Senator Blanco, and they came in, got caught, and then they came back again, got caught, they did 9 months in a federal prison likely, then those people, they're considered criminal aliens. That number is high. That's 10,900 people that came in and were convicted last year of illegal reentry. And so it is incumbent upon us to not have a fear factor effect. You know, the fact is migrants aren't eating dogs. They're not. Undocumented people aren't voting. I assure you of that. I want to tell you a story and why this is so important to me. Because it is a matter of perspective for all of us. And we all have a log cabin story, and I'm not gonna burden you with mine. But the fact is, my parents were migrants to this country. My father did work picking strawberries at Bandawali Farms down in San Antonio, Texas, just south of there. The migrants that have benefited and contributed to this country, their stories are ample and plentiful. And I know that all of you know those stories. I'm going to tell you a story of my own, just for perspective. I put myself through college and law school working at a place called Boot Hill. I sold cowboy boots. Believe it or not, Senator Cole, of course, that's what I did. And I sold work boots. And I had two clients, Mr. Garcia and Mr. Smith. Those are their actual names, but pretty common on both sides, right? So I don't think I'm impugning anybody there. And one day, after knowing these clients for quite some time, it was Christmas time, and they came in, and Mr. Smith bought his Nakoma. It was a brand, I believe, near Nakona, and he bought the X-Toe, and I believe that's probably over near Senator Hughes's district. And the Nakona boot was wonderful. But old Mr. Smith, he bought these pointed toe boots, and he would buy them, right? And every year he'd come and pick up a pair. Mr. Garcia would always get his work boots from me. When I sat them both together, I took Mr. Garcia's boots up to the counter, And I took him up to the counter as I was speaking to Mr. Garcia in Spanish. When I went back to finish with Mr. Smith, he said, "Roland, I didn't know you were a Mexican." He said, "I didn't know you were a Mexican. All these years I've been buying boots from you, I didn't know you were a Mexican." He says, "But Roland, you're a good Mexican. You know what? I've led my whole life just trying to be a good human being. I've tried. And for far too long, this place used to be about creating laws about autoclaves and hairdressers and so many other things that we regulate in this state. And yet, for so many years here now lately, it's become a place where we peddle false narratives that simply are not true." Yes, Senator Schwertner, we should all be against criminal activity. And yes, Senator Schwertner, criminals that murder people should first go to prison, then be deported. But the fact is that when we come before you here, we should think about the perspectives that we all come in play and where we come from and tell the truth. No one's eating dogs in this country. We're coming here, no one's taking a job. We're doing the jobs that most people don't want to do. And Senator Blanco, you're absolutely 100% right, and thank you for your amendments. The unfunded mandates that are happening to our cities, perpetuating this nonsense, is just gone too far.